Look out! Oh, well, now this is the Charlie's Angels premiere. You were with Peppermint, Pheromone, and Nina West.
Wow.
Tell me about that night.
Well, it was a weird gig, you know. I mean, I was asked to be an assistant to Peppermint. She had me come out and you know, just kind of be the drag puppy, and I thought that was a really incredible opportunity she was giving me, and that was fun. It was great to see Pheromone again, looking stunning. I think the red carpet situation was a little intense for me because I wasn't the star there, and it's like, where do you put the drag puppy? You know, because it's weird enough to have, like, people have handlers or whatever, but I've got like this huge ball of like fabric that I'm carrying around, you know?
Because was that your job on as Peppermint's person?
Essentially, an emotional support character. I mean, but I guess both of them. But you know, it's funny, in that picture I'm wearing these like platform shoes because it was 70s, you know, Charlie's Angels bullshit, and I decided to find some platform shoes, but they made me look a reasonable height, so that's great. Thanks for boosting me up with the drag queens. But it was good. It was nice to see. I actually, I ended. It was a great experience, and it was really a chance of a lifetime. But I ended that. I died essentially when at the end of that trip, I was in the Delta Sky Lounge. And I guess I had like a vagal response to something, and I had a seizure or something. I'm not entirely sure what went down because I was resuscitated, but I did get like a really strange sort of, like that brain drip where you see that, that, like, you know, when people have near-death experiences. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Maybe it was exhaustion, maybe it was something, but sitting right next to Peppermint, I like just seized up, and it was, I haven't had anything since. I haven't ever had like health issues. But they, you know, obviously they get you coming and going with these things. I had to pay the ambulance bill, you know, I had to pay a bill to get escorted from the airport and all of that. And it was like, yeah, I could have very well died at that point. It was pretty remarkable. I remember coming out of that experience thinking, well, you know, so why not? Like walking a red carpet one day, laying in a hospital the next. And I was struck by how gorgeous all of the doctors are in Los Angeles. It was like I was in General Hospital all of a sudden.
Wow. Now, did Peppermint save your life?
I would say she was a part of that. I mean, because she didn't just let me kind of flip out. I don't know what I was doing, really. People explained to me that I was seizing on the ground, and I was tripping out. Like, I was on a different planet. I remember I was, you know, doing like little fractals and Yoshi hopping around, like, you know, when you're really fucked up. And because I think I was just shutting down. But they resuscitated me there, and she urged me to just go to the hospital as opposed. It's not like I had a choice, but yeah, she did. She handled it, and yeah, I haven't really talked to her about that. I probably should before I start talking about it on Qween. But yeah, it was pretty remarkable. But yeah, she really saved me. I think by being there for me. Yeah, definitely a maternal energy. But I mean, as far as like a super solid friend goes, you know?
Well, God bless you for surviving, and God bless Peppermint for saving our own little Eddie Danger.
Yeah, I haven't thought about that in a minute, to be honest. That just kind of, I guess I pushed it out of my brain until just now, but no, that was weird. I didn't talk about it either. Didn't post about it. Maybe I should get on that. Give her some credit.
You just did, so you're covered now, and
Thank
we're
you,
very
Peppermint.
grateful that you're okay.
Yeah.
Look out. Now, was that your very first day here? I think it was.
Yeah, stars in my eyes, baby. It was actually my first trip out to Los Angeles, too. I mean, yeah, but as an adult, and the whole thing was really confusing. But I knew that Katya came from Boston. I knew that.
Wait, what was confusing? Just the experience, because you came from the airport to the Qween studio?
Everything about Los Angeles was totally alien to me. I'm walking into this like studio where there are lights and there's, you know, you carrying on and all this stuff. And the whole thing was like kind of an intense like overload, where right now I'll like if I was doing a lap dance after this, I would say, okay, I know what I'm gonna do. This is the amount of time that I have to make an impact and put on a show. But before that, I was like, well, I'm just gonna go and do what the guys do, but maybe not. And then we had 2. It was a double lap dance with Trixie.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, so I had to decide, okay, I don't want to overstep my boundaries here. I don't know what I'm allowed to do. Hey, Qween, but I don't want to fuck anybody. You know, I don't want to
I don't think that was on the table, Eddie.
Well, I did. Well, so the thing was, and I was looking at Katya, and I was like, what can I do here? Like, what's permissible? What can I pull off? And I said, can I just climb on top of you? She said, sure. And so we have the same energy, I think.
And you did it. It was a legendary lap dance.
Yeah, Katya's a really swell performer. Yeah, and I think we performed well together in that scenario too.
Yes, you did. Now, have you ever ran into Katya again since then?
Yeah, several times. When she was doing her tour with Five Senses Reeling, and at a few clubs. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool to see people out and about, you know. But of course, like, I'm not standing there in my panties, so I guess it's kind of weird for people to like encounter me. You know, they'd be like, it's a whole different vibe at that point when I have clothes on. You know.
Where they're like, you seem familiar, but I just can't place it. You're like, hold on.
Yeah, exactly.
How about now?
Or look at your medical records. You'll find me in there somewhere.
All right, look at her, this beauty we lost this year.
Oh, Chi-Chi.
Now, Chi-Chi, wore your shirt on her spot on Drag Race All-Stars.
Yeah. She didn't need to do that, you know. She didn't need to support me the way she did. Initially, I didn't know she even knew anything about me. And this is a person that really showed, an interest in me when nobody really did. You know, I remember finding out that she even had my clothing, my merchandise, when I was on the roof of the last building we used to record Hey Qween on. And I was like, why? This validation washes over me. And it's like, the kindness that this person had to be like, this mediocre stripper, let me give him some shine, you know? And there was no sense of reciprocation, and we performed together a lot, and there was never any weird feelings there. She's just like a really bright spirit, you know, and somebody you'd always watch. And I remember seeing her the first time she was doing Jess Glynn's "I Want to Hold My Hand" or something. It was just really beautiful. It was during that their premiere, you know. She was hopping around, and I was just like, she's just so stunning and beautiful, and you know, she's so tall. Yeah, I just love everything about her, and I don't know. I mean, it's hard. Nobody believes in me, you know. So when somebody does, it's like, you got my loyalty, you know, until the end of time. And with her, it was one of those things where when I saw that she was getting sick, I was thinking, it's not possible, you know, that this is going to go down. But yeah. I mean, I really. What are you gonna do? Like, the whole the drag lexicon is kind of missing her presence now, you know?
Agreed.
That sort of cheerful, you know, kind of casual vibrance about her, you know? Yeah.
She was a real sweetheart. We'll definitely miss her. And another queen that we missed badly, look at her. You spent a lot of time with her here in the studio. Quality time, it looks like.
Oh, Lady Red.
Now, what's your favorite memory of Lady Red?
Well, the Thug Whisperer, right? I love her. My favorite memory of Lady Red, it was the last time I was here, she started to warm up. Actually, I have several. Okay, I'll go quickly with one. We were doing DragCon, and I remember she wanted me to do the gag with the fried chicken. And this,
what was the gag?
The gag, yeah. So you have this huge presentation. You have a runway. You have like all these fans out there that are freaking out, you know, because they get to see their big star, the stars of Hey Qween, and now presenting Bibi Zahara Benet to answer the questions from All Stars 2.
Oh, right. So when we did the live look at her with Bibi Zahara Benet,
yes,
right?
That one. And it was such a ridiculous presentation, and everybody's freaking out. And in the middle of Bibi answering a question that was very serious, I believe, Lady Red had me come out and hand her a thing of fried chicken, and then she just stuffs it right in her bra and carries on. Yeah. And also, a really big turning point in my life recently has been kind of learning how to silence everything and exist in the moment. And I found that recently when I was here the last time, I decided I'm gonna start. I always came here and I was always doing gigs and I was desperate for money, so I would do Mickey's and then go over to Foo Bar and then do this and this and this. And yeah, well, this time I carved out a little time for myself and I said, I'm gonna go to Disneyland. And she heard me saying I was going to Disneyland. And she pops open one of those THC pills. she hands me a couple. And I was like, I'm kind of scared to do this. She said, no, it's gonna be magical. And she like hands it to me. Yeah, I think you were there.
Yeah, and she was right, wasn't she?
It was wonderful. It was like,
Exactly.
I walked past so many things and I was like, I felt this warmth and this happiness that wasn't just from the THC, clearly. It's just that I had been gifted this experience and it wouldn't be the same watching the kids run around with the Winnie the Pooh. No, I felt like I was experiencing something that was a little more beautiful, I think. But.
Well, we certainly miss her, Lady Red. We love you, and she loved you.
Yeah.
Eddie, thank you for being here, sweetie.
My pleasure. I had a really great time being here.
And thanks to Erickatoure and Adam Joseph, and to our beautiful Lady Red. And of course, thanks to all of you. We'll see you next time on Hey Qween, and look at her. Hit it!
Look at her.
Look at her. Look at them. Look at him. Miss Eddie Danger. He's surfing it. He's sipping something. Look at her. Bye, baby. Camera, get the hell out of here. Eddie is not about to suck your foot.